1. High voltage sign falling behind in the electric vehicle revolution. For years, German brands believed internal combustion engines are our strength. Electric vehicles are just temporary. But reality turned out to be very different. So what did China and Tesla do? Tesla focused on software, batteries, and technology-driven vehicles. China produced cheap, fast, and aggressively competitive electric vehicles. And what did German brands do? They started the transition to electric vehicles too late. They fell behind in battery technology. They remained weak in software development. Conclusion? Volkswagen's electric vehicle sales have declined. BMW and Mercedes have lost market share in China. German cars are now perceived as classic rather than high-tech. 2. The Chinese threat, the biggest blow. In the past, China was the largest market for German cars. Today, China has become the biggest competitor of German car brands. Chinese brands include BYD, NIO, Geely, Chery, XPeng. Their advantages: White heavy checkmark 30 to 50% cheaper. White heavy checkmark more advanced digital systems. White heavy checkmark strong government support. White heavy checkmark faster production cycles. Meanwhile, German brands are crossmark expensive. Crossmark slow in innovation. Crossmark burdened by bureaucracy. Crossmark high labor costs. Chart with downward trend result, sales of German brands in China have dropped sharply. Price strategy must change. German brands should crossmark not focus only on luxury cars. White heavy checkmark start producing mid-range electric vehicles. To compete with Chinese brands, they will be forced to chart with downward trend lower their prices. For European Union, European policy must change. The EU could white heavy checkmark impose additional tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles. White heavy checkmark provide subsidies and incentives to European manufacturers. This is already being discussed. But there is a risk. Warning sign # China could retaliate. 5. A new business model, mobility. The future. Automobile car ownership will decrease. Mobile phone mobility services will increase. German companies should white heavy checkmark sell mobility services instead of just cars. Examples: subscription models, autonomous taxis, car sharing services. 5. What happens if Germany fails to adapt? A realistic scenario? Heavy exclamation mark symbol. The German automotive industry shrinks. Heavy exclamation mark symbol. Hundreds of thousands of jobs are lost. Heavy exclamation mark symbol. Germany's economic power weakens. Heavy exclamation mark symbol. China becomes the global leader in the automotive industry. This is a serious issue because white right pointing backhand index around 20% of Germany's economy depends on the automotive sector. Here's a very interesting fact. Today, Tesla equals a technology company. BYD equals a battery company. VW equals a traditional automotive company. And this is exactly where the crisis lies.